Briar Arena at EKU. The girls' first round ended yesterday. The boys going on right now. Unfortunately, we had Somerset and Owsley, meant somebody had to go home.
Somebody had to lose, but two mountain teams, and the atmosphere was just indescribable. I mean, back and forth game throughout. The fans were into the game, and some really great action. How about we see it right now?
Let's go to the highlights right now. Coaches Sean Thacker, Tim Bobrowski meeting beforehand. For Owsley County, Adam Terry came out on fire. The first, the three-pointer, and then the great pass from Anthony Bowling. Terry again strong on the blocks, 13 points in the first quarter alone. And Somerset comes fighting back. Adam centers, the three-pointer on the way, good. And of course, the Briar Jumper fans, people talking about three-pointers, 6 in the first quarter alone. More Owls, though. The great pass from Travis Neely to Jason Smith, and Owsley up 4. Jordan Mann of Somerset not playing because of the knee injury, trying to keep the spirits of Somerset alive. But before the half, Tremaine Perkins does come alive. He picks Adam Terry's pocket. The great pass to Derek Smith. But then Trey not finished. He gets the steal, and then he gets rewarded for the layup. Owsley County, Somerset tied at 31. Now, the turning point in the game came at the third quarter. Game tied at 40. Owsley County's Adam Terry picks up his 4th foul, and that turned the tide for the moment. However, at the end of the third quarter, tied at 46, Anthony Bowling of Owsley County hits a 45-footer. Owls up by 3 going into the fourth. But in the fourth, Tremaine Perkins just kept the hot hand. First the three-pointer. Then Travis on the offensive boards. He gets the basket and the foul. He had 21 points, and Somerset wins 68-60. And this is what the victors had to say after the ball game.
I got a lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of defensive rebounds, and put some balls in the basket. And off early, I couldn't get anything going with my shot or anything like that. But second half, I came out and picked it up a little bit and got some steals and some putbacks and stuff like that. And I just settled down a little bit and let what I can do come into play. And
good teams find ways to win, and you know, we're trying to get something special done here. You know, no 12th region team's ever been in the semifinals of a Class A state tournament, and that's something now that's in our eyesight that we're looking for.
I was proud of our kids the way they played. They played hard, they played aggressive. It's just turnovers killed us, and we knew that coming in, that if we turned the ball over a lot, that it would hurt us, and it did.
So Somerset advances with a 68-60 victory. Tough ball game. Owsley County had a lot of chances, but they fell short in the end.
They fell short. This was really a game of 2 halves and 2 players. Adam Terry for Owsley County came out just on fire. I think the first 10 points of the game he scored, 14 in the first half. The senior really picked up this team and put them on their back. Going into halftime, though, we're all tied up, and Somerset comes up in the second half. Tremaine Perkins, big player, big steals, 21 points. He's the game MVP. I mean, you can't say enough about the kid. He really lit a fire for the Briar Jumper team. He's a big reason they're moving on. They hope to be the first 12th region team to advance to a semifinal of an All-A Classic.
They try to advance. Allen Central and Jackson County also trying to advance. We'll have highlights of those games later on tonight. But for now, Michael, back to you in the studio. Thursday afternoon, Somerset and Owsley County met in the opening round of the All-A Boys State Tournament, with the Briar Jumpers squeaking out a hard-fought 68-60 win over the Owls. Since the boys tournament began back in 1980, no 12th region school has advanced past the second round. Could Somerset be the first? Jeremiah and Michael, we go back to Richmond. They have the answer.
McBriar Arena, Richmond, Kentucky. The boys after the quarterfinals, Somerset versus Trimble County. The big question for the Briar Jumpers, Michael, would Somerset have enough left in the tank? They played an emotional game against Owsley County, come out with a victory. Can they keep up with their fast-paced style of game tonight?
I'll tell you what, Jeremiah, Somerset has plenty in the tank. A lot of Coach Thacker's guys have come over from the football field, so they are used to being physically conditioned, including one of their big guns, Tremaine Perkins. Now, another thing to note about this game, Somerset, if they could get a win in tonight's game, they're in the top part of that bracket. A lot of people consider that the weaker part of this tournament, and a win here could push them into the championship game.
Well, let's go to the highlights now. This was an action-packed game from the tip-off. The Jumpers were ready for this one, but Trimble County gets on the board first. Evan Ogburn, the nice post move, dipsy-do by Adam Center, scores. but quickly the other way. Adam Cole gets it to Derek Smith. 15-foot jump shot from the baseline is good. Coach Thacker's bunch running and gunning early. Now quickly the other way. Evan Ogburn, three-pointer right in front of you. That's good, but that's all the Trimble County highlights from the first half. They were happy for a moment, but then Adam Cole, the three-pointer, top of the key to the right side, good. Then the inside to Derek Smith. Nice double clutch post move. 22-13 at that point. They were ahead at halftime, 45-21. Now third quarter, Trimble County tries to come back. The headband man, Darren Taylor, the nice drive, but the Raiders' highlights were over for there. They couldn't catch up with Tremaine Perkins. He drives right by everyone, coast to coast for T. Then Derek Smith, the quarterback pass right there to Trey Sharp, the basket and the foul. Somerset running away with this one. After three quarters, they're ahead 60-31. One last play here. Centers to Trey Sharp. He drains the fall away. Somerset wins this one in a rout. 75-38.
And we got a situation where we got to rest our kids some today, but you know, our kids come out and they play hard every night. You know, we don't leave anything, we don't leave anything anywhere else. We leave it out there on the floor, and that's a credit to our kids to be here right now.
Oh, it is very exciting. Like Coach Thacker said earlier, he said, last one to Somerset, turn the light off, you know. So it's real exciting. We've not had a boys team out of the 12th region make it to the semifinals ever, so, you know, we're excited to be here, and we feel like we can make a run at this thing.
Well, the 75-38 victory ensures two Somerset teams in the Final Four, the boys and the girls. And Michael, the girls always been powerhouses in this All-A tournament. They're here for the fourth straight year. The boys and Coach Thacker have made quite a run, and especially in Thacker's just 2 years at Somerset, he's done some amazing things.
Indeed he has, Jeremiah. And talking with Coach Thacker after the game, his guys get a lot of momentum off Coach Judy Mason's team. They see the success that they've had, especially last year. They want to ring on their fingers this year.
Somerset 17-3. Interesting to note, of their 3 losses, they're by a combined 9 points. They have a win at Clay County. This is a tough team. Look for them in the 12th region come All-A time. But right now, they're worried about an All-A state championship. They'll be playing tomorrow in the semifinals. Well, that's it from outside McBriar Arena. Now, Allen Central playing also later tonight. Brian, you've got the highlights of that one.
All right, guys.
Sports team had quite an experience Saturday, covering 3 teams playing with visions of a state championship. Somerset and Jackson County squared off in one girls semifinal, while the boy Briar Jumpers battled later in the day for a berth in the finals. Somerset fans didn't mourn for too long, however. Their boys still had a semifinal matchup against Fort Knox. Somerset led in the first quarter thanks to good passing and red-hot shooting. They did trail 28-22 at the half, but they would tie things up at the end of the third quarter. Now, they trailed most of the fourth quarter, but that set up some late-game heroics. Stanley Sherwood misses the front end of the 1-and-1 with 15 seconds to go. Tremaine Perkins gets the rebound, gets it to his point guard, Adam Cole, who takes over from there.
I was just going to try and make a play. You know, I really wasn't looking to shoot it. When I was bringing out the court, I was hoping to create for my team, for one of my teammates. And you know, I got that little step through little Allen Houston deal there, and it just went. And the last play of the game, I was just trying to get down there, and I knew AC was going to drive, and I thought he might dish to me, and I was just waiting to see if he dished to me for a layup, and he shot it, and it went in, and I was just
jubilant. Somerset wins 46-45. Adam Cole carries Somerset to the All-A championship game. Well, in advancing to the All-A semifinals, Somerset's boys went where no 12th region team had gone before. Yesterday, they tried for one better as they aimed to, in their words, make something special happen. We check out the highlights of this one. They came into the contest 18-3, looking for number 19. They get on the board first. Adam Cole penetrates, finds Adam centers underneath. The drive and dish worked well in the first quarter for Somerset. That time, the dish to Trey Sharp. He brings rain with the three-pointer. Then Adam Cole with the steal takes it himself. Somerset led 13-4 after one quarter and appeared to be in the driver's seat. But they had to account for Brandon Stockton, the junior, the 2002 All-State Mr. Basketball candidate, starts the second quarter there. Then Adams centers the big block, but then Stockton comes up with the nice scoop shot. Makes it a close game. Now into the second quarter, Cole finds Tremaine Perkins out on the wing. Foot on the line, but the shot will go. That gives Somerset a 26-25 lead as we go to halftime. But in the third quarter, Stockton's going to take over. He had 28 points for the game, including 13 in a key 16-point third quarter run. Glasgow just had too much strength, too deep of a bench for Somerset. Somerset playing their fourth game in 4 days with just really a six-man rotation, and it eventually got to them as the Scotties defeat Somerset 60-52.
You know, I give all the credit to Glasgow. They're a super team. You know, probably got the best player in the state in Brandon Stockton. And he was just unstoppable. And, you know, we worked hard and we deserved to win, but so did they.
You know, they got an early lead on us. I think we scored 4 points in the first quarter, and then, you know, the momentum got going in the second quarter, and we scored 21 points that quarter, and then Coach went in and talked about all we got to do is play defense, and our offense picked up for us, and it did, and we came out on top.
But they had so many bodies, you know. They play 10, 11 kids, you know, and we're playing 5, you know, we're playing 6 kids, and that makes it difficult, especially on the fourth day. You know, to beat a team like that, you might need to catch them on the first day, not the fourth, especially with the depth they've had.
Well, that's it for sports this Monday morning.
Good one. Many times players throw up meaningless shots at the buzzer that change nothing but the final score. One of those shots went up Sunday in the All-A championship game, yet it was anything but meaningless. Jeremiah Johnson has this special story.
In Somerset's storybook run through the All-A tournament, a couple of chapters were notably missing. Junior center Jordan Mann tore his ACL January 11th warming up for a cross-county clash with Pulaski Southwestern. But the Jumpers didn't quit despite losing their leading rebounder and scorer for the season.
I'm so proud of our kids, you know, because they could have folded their 10 up a week ago Monday when we found out Jordan had his ACL, but they didn't, and they made it all the way to the championship game, and they did it with a lot of heart and a lot of pride, and they represented our school and our community.
During their tournament opening win against Owsley County, Coach Thacker found a way to get the injured center in the box score. When Sunday's championship versus Glasgow decided, Thacker tried to get Mann one last shot.
Well, you know, I hollered down at Coach Fleener and said, "Don't guard 42, please." And I said, just let him get a shot. Just let him get one shot in a state tournament.
I let it go. I didn't know if it was going to go, and then when I was excited, but I wish we'd have won it. It'd be better, but I'm real proud. We played real hard all week, and just real excited for our team.
Much of Somerset's early season success can be attributed to the big man in the middle. It was only fitting that Jordan write his own conclusion to the fairy tale tournament.
Jordan's worked hard all season. And, you know, he deserves to be out on the floor. You know, he's just a junior. He'll be back next year. But, you know, anytime we can get him in the game and get him a chance to shoot one, Coach wanted him to. So that was special for him, and he'll remember that.
Covering the Briar Jumpers, I'm Jeremiah Johnson for Mountain Sports.
And you never know, it's players like that and situations like that that sometimes lead to bigger prizes down the road. Maybe they'll get a regional championship. You never know.
All right, Brian, thank you. Still to come.
There you are, living for your life. You're a shooting star. All those years, no one knows just hard you work, but now it shows that one shining moment you reach deep inside. In one shining moment. Of your heart, the wind in your face, it's more than a contest, it's more than a race. always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that one shining moment you reached for the sky. One shining moment you knew. One shining moment you willing to try. One shining moment you knew. One shining